Tonight's episode, real action toys. Real Action Toys was a small, little-known toy company located in Fukushima, Japan. It was only in business for 2 months before getting shut down by the police. This is a catalog of the 10 toys that were released. They were best known for their high-techness, quality, and attention to detail. They made a single Pokemon figure and lots of Mario figures. The toys were only sold in their native county and caused injury and death. The company disbanded in May 2006. Mario. The Mario action figure was a rather terrible idea. The entire body was made out of bouncy rubber except the head. The head was made of steel. This caused younger children to either throw it or bounce it, causing it to fall on their head. The head was hollow, however, and only caused slight blood loss and bruises. Luigi. The Luigi figure was virtually identical to the Mario figure, save for a few features. Luigi had real combable hair, and the fists were metal. The head was also made of rubber, though the inside was made of steel. This steel was not hollow, and was difficult to detect until under force. Children would throw it at each other, bounce it, and throw it. The results were moderately more fatal than the Mario figure, but none caused death or serious injury. Fire Flower Mario. Fire Flower Mario is made out of a plastic mold. The body was hollow, and if you pressed the safety switch, small balls would fly out of his hands, 3 at a time. The balls were painted red and glowed in the dark. They seemed harmless enough, until the balls opened. Inside was battery fluid. Children would go blind due to it, be burned and sometimes poisoned. Few people died from it. Pikachu. Pikachu is possibly the safest of the toys. It was the only Pokemon toy also. Pikachu was a candy dispenser. It worked similar to Pez, X-Pet. It was larger and you could not buy refills. It was also a joke toy when the safety switch was put on. When on, it would give out small jolts of electricity and vibrate when pressing the button to get candy. Only infants could be hurt by it, and one girl accidentally brought it in the bath with her. She had shock marks on her body, but was not fatally injured. Koopa. Bowser. Koopa was rather dangerous. It was a plastic mold. The teeth and spikes were made of nails. When the safety switch was set on, it would work like a lighter in a fan. The mouth would light up with fire until the fluid ran out. You could replace it with any kind of lighter fluid, but was guaranteed to stay lit for more than a year. Parents were cautioned on the box about this toy, and very few were bought. Those who either wouldn't touch the switch or get burned. Some things caught fire, but only 3 houses were burned. Koopa Junior. Bowser Jr. Koopa Junior could be considered on par with his father, possibly higher. Koopa Junior's spikes were plastic. The box did not caution parents to the fire that the safety switch causes, but said, "Fire, spitting, action." Parents believed it to be plastic fireballs or even plush ones. This was not the case. When the safety switch was on, nothing happened. However, 8 seconds later, the lighter fluid would act and a small fireball was spit out. Children would inspect it and get burned. More than 30 houses burnt down. The random nature of it would do this, as after the 8 seconds it would randomly shoot fire. Princess Peach! Princess Peach was of a lower danger than the others. She was a plush doll that was to appeal to girls. It had real hair, 2 outfits, which were virtually the same, and an umbrella that spun like a top. The umbrella spun like a Beyblade did by hooking it to a small machine and pulling a string. The drawback was that Peach's outfits were extremely flammable. Few people were hurt by this, but when combined with Koopa or Koopa Junior, Peach is very deadly. Boss Bakun, Petey Piranha. Boss Bakun was moderately deadly. It was flammable and had teeth made of rusted nails. Its leaves were thought to be made of poison ivy, but this is unknown. Boss Bakun caused slight irritation to skin, itchiness, and would explode if heated too high. One house was set to fire and plenty of kids were irritated. Yoshii. Yoshii was moderately deadly. Yoshii's tongue stretched an amazing 8 feet. The end was sticky and it was retractable. Occasionally the tongue caught something, and it was so heavy the tongue would be swung back and hit the child. It caused 1 death and various injuries to those who stuck their hands in its mouth. Noko Noko, Koopa Troopa. Noko Noko, aka Noko, aka Death Machine, was the most deadly. It was made of metal and plastic. By pushing its head, arms, and legs in, it would spin around until the safety switch was turned off. Its shell was removable, but sometimes clamped children's hands. Another shell was released. It was the invincible rainbow shell. When placed on and the safety switch was pressed, it would spin extremely fast, cause seizures, and it had rusty nails that shot out of the sides. The bottom was made of rubber and bounced every few seconds and shoot fireballs every 8 seconds. The toy caused various seizures, suffocation. The shell was sometimes put over the mouths of infants left alone with the toy. Fires and bleeding. Aftermath. The company was disbanded when the toy designer and maker Tajiru was sent to prison. The other faculty was given a warning. What? After 6 years in prison and only 1 year left to go, Toishiri escaped. He had not been heard from, but recently the main faculty went missing. Last Christmas, a few of the original toys were found in fireplaces on Christmas morning. No fingerprints had been found. The toys were recalled and thrown away. Officers said to burn the toys or bury them as there were problems involving select toys when in a garbage truck. Police also wanted to remove all traces of the toys, including videos and pictures. Any video or picture of the toys posted on the internet was quickly removed. story involving the toys was published on Yahoo News, though was deleted from the archives in 2010. Other toys. The website, now defunct, had shown 5 extra toys for Wave 2. Donkey Kong's feature was unknown. Invincible Mario and Luigi flashed rapidly and would have caused seizures. King Teresa, King Boo, was a mega bouncy ball made for rubber and springs. The crown was bronze and iron. Kirby was also shown to function like a vacuum cleaner. A killer Bullet Bill was also in the picture, but no function was given, nor was it made known it would be a toy. Another list was given with Ganon, Link, Zelda, and Epona. Finally, 3 forms of Kirby were given, along with King Dedede, Escargon, and Meta Knight. Another list featured Sonic characters. Kirby was pre-ordered at a Toys R Us when the company shut down. The Kirby toys were sent to the houses who did so. Oh, that's it.